Right, bike fans, had somebody not show up today because it's a bit wet to ride here to get his chigee fitted. Had a guy last night come, or yesterday come, have his chigee fitted, and he called me this morning and said it's so bloody good he had a dream about it. Which is a bit worrying, but hey, each to their own. Only joking, Dan. I'm glad you like it. Guy came all the way from Kent, which is pretty impressive, and he absolutely loves it. Hence the glowing Google review. Anyway, today, guy called Darrell is not shown because of the rain. So we've rescheduled for Thursday, which I can do. I can be flexible. So today, I've had these lurking around from Sw Motech. Evo footrests. Now, I've had them on every single bike, every BMW I've ever owned, and they are like this. And the stock ones are like this. Do I need to explain the difference? They are so much more comfortable when you're riding. They're a bigger platform to plonk your foot on, to chuck your leg over the bike. That rubber comes out and their spiky section can go in for off-road. But fitting them is a bit tricky, so here we go. This is a video about fitting them. Short one, I hope, but I'll show you the steps. So start off by removing gear lever. That's thread locked, so be sure to thread lock that back again. And then you've got to get the pins out here. So I'm going to need to move the camera to the other side, which we'll do like this. Easiest way to get these out is a little spiky tool. That was bloody useful, wasn't it? That's disappeared. Don't use a spiky tool. Use a circlip remover. Muppet. So then you got to get this out, the pin. Now, I find it easier to follow that through with a screwdriver, just locking it in place so you get a bit of control. We all like a bit of control. Take a good look at how this spring lines up. It goes into the back end, that hole there, and then clips over there. And if you follow the Sw Motech German instructions, it gives you a very good idea of how it goes together. Okay, so now lining up everything. The key point here is to remember that spring goes in that hole. So get everything together like this. Obviously that fits in there. Get everything together. Pop the guide through. The main thing is here to get the spring in the back. If you don't do that, you're going to be in a pickle. And then pop it down with your thumb and push it through. And then line up the base, which is really difficult. And pop it through. Done. Don't forget to pop your circlip back on, and make sure it's your BMW approved. Make sure it's your BMW approved circlip, because the old ones used to fall off. So once you get your first service done, they will change the circlips for you. The special ones, special circlips that don't come off. Yeah, all right. And then torque that up to the required torque. using SED. Right, I'm making this little bit as an addition to the last bit, the Sw Motech video, because I kind of figured that I assume that everybody knows how to do this, and maybe they don't. So this is a rod, and there's a lock nut here. You have to unlock the lock nut, and it is opposite thread and opposite screw. And it's really tricky to get in to do it. When you undo it, just there's the nut in there. You see it? Just undo that. See, it's opposite thread. There is also another nut up here behind the frame. A bit tricky to get to. Again, you've got to loosen that nut. Am I touching it? Loosen that nut, and then you can spin the rod. Hopefully you can see that. Loosen that nut and then spin the rod. I hope that video's worked because I can't even see it from this angle. So loosen that nut and then spin the rod. Hopefully that's not too tricky, but it looks like a pain in the ass, to be honest. So let's give it a go. So there we go, I've loosened that off, which is just so you can see, and I can see, you can see. It's tucked right up there. So then, quite simply, as you can see, well, I hope you can see, gear lever is not actually showing up that well, so I'm going to put a roll of tape on it. As you twist this, it rises. Now it'll only rise to the amount that you've got this nut freed up for, so just if you need a little bit more, I think that'll do me. And then simply lock the nuts up. No Loctite, just lock them up. And that should give you enough room to get your foot under and a bit more space in there. It is easy with a ramp. Getting in there, to be honest, up inside there, that nut there, it's a complete pain in the ass if you've got this bike on the ground. I'm lucky with a ramp. Hi guys, we have chigee in stock. So please, if you're interested, give me a call and get them on the post, get them ordered. Also, please subscribe, really appreciate that. Lots more content to come, and more information on chigee, setup, how to calibrate, little things like that. So yeah, please click subscribe. Thanks for watching.